Hey everyone, it is Thursday, December the 6th, and it is 10:42 a.m. and I am at home. Why am I at home? I have some bad news. I lost my job this morning. Yeah, I'm so shocked and so upset. For one thing, it's like so close to Christmas. Second of all, it seems like anytime I lose a job, it seems to be um, it seems to be in the fall. Like when I lost my job from Young Hearts, it was beginning of November. When I lost my nanny job with Kyle, it was October. When I lost my last nanny job, it was September. Now this time it's December. Like it always seems to be around the same time. And it's nothing to do with me personally. They loved me, this family, that, they really loved me. They were really sad to have to let me go. It's just that they had a situation come up in the family where, the grandmother has found out she has ALS, and she lives in like about, I think it's like a half hour to 45-minute drive from the Toronto area. And so Jillian's mom wants to be able to go there and help her mother with stuff and spend more time out there. And so they were wanting someone full time. And the thing is that, like, I think it was last month that they approached me about working extra hours, just because this was prior to this happening. Just that with the baby and stuff, Jillian's mom was not getting out until later in the day, and she wanted to be able to have more time to get stuff done instead of rushing back for 1 o'clock. And so I thought at the time I would try to do 2 days a week where I'd stay a bit later, and that seemed enough at the time. So 2 days a week, Monday and Wednesday, I was staying until 2:30. And, I mean, obviously the main reason I got the part-time, I wanted to work part-time, was because of my health, which has made a huge impact in my health. Where, cutting down the hours, it's really helped a lot. And of course, the other was that, I wanted to have more time to reborn. And so, I didn't want to end up being exhausted to the point of not having energy to reborn. And, my whole plan was that, I would, get home at 2:30 every day and have time to do a little bit of reborning before dinner, and then, be able to relax or whatever. But as it turns out, like, I would get home and I would actually rest a little bit, and I actually wouldn't really get to reborning until after dinner anyway. So, and, Jillian would sleep until 2:30 anyway. So staying until 2:30, it wasn't that bad. I got a break while she was sleeping. And so, I thought the 2 days a week working late was sufficient, but then this situation happened, and I guess they knew that I wasn't interested in working, late into the afternoon or even evening. As it so turns out, they were, hoping for someone, I guess, to work occasional evenings as well as, working late into the afternoon. Now, late, I don't know what they meant by that. They didn't say. But when I got to work this morning, they let me go. I only found out about this morning. Like, they didn't approach me again about extra hours. I guess they just knew that I wasn't available to work late. And so they let me go, and, I came home, and on the way home, I got thinking about it, and I thought, well, back when they originally approached me about the extra hours, they had mentioned, possibly staying till 3:30, and I thought, well, I could probably do until 3:30 every day if that's what they had in mind at this time. I think I could do it just mainly because Jillian sleeps from 1 until 2:30. And I actually got thinking about it and thinking, well, maybe it would actually be better for me because I found on certain days where I had to do laundry and give Jillian a bath, and we had a class to go to as well, it was very rushed to get home, get the laundry folded and put away, and get her bath before giving her lunch and getting her down for her nap. It was a very cramped thing, and it was like rush, 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 which wasn't really that good for me. And I thought, well, if they wanted me to stay until 3:30, I could probably, take my time more and space out the tasks and pace myself better. And I thought, it might be okay. And I probably would still have energy to do a little reboarding in the evening, maybe just a layer of paint per night or something. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll approach them with that. But unfortunately, they already found someone. And this is where she said, they found someone that would do full-time housekeeping, which, I can't clean an entire house. Their house was huge, for one thing. It was like a mansion. And there's no way I could do all that cleaning full-time. So they found someone that would do full-time housekeeping and child care, and would work late into the afternoons. Again, I don't know what they mean by late into the afternoon, probably past 3:30, and occasional evenings. So, yeah. So that's it. Now, they gave me a wonderful reference letter, and the mother has posted on a Toronto mothers forum that she goes to, saying that I'm available and that, I'm available for part-time. She even gave like the hours that I worked for her. And already she told me that she's had about 5 people PM her for my info. So fingers crossed, let's hope and pray that I can find another family soon that's very similar in the job, in that, the job itself doesn't entail too much physical, housekeeping and whatnot, and pays just as well, and has the same hours. It would be nice if I could find a family closer that didn't take an hour by public transit to get to. That would be nice, but yeah. So I'm quite upset because I really liked working with them. I was feeling like it was a really rewarding experience because within the first month of working there, their child was delayed in walking, and I got her walking in a month. And developmentally, like within 3.5 months, their daughter has just like soared. I mean, it's amazing. So I feel good about the work I've done. And I really liked working with her. And then, of course, I was enjoying being with the infant, newborn, baby. The whole thing, it's just sucks. It sucks. Yeah, I'm, I never expected to go to work this morning and find out I lost my job. Just totally blindsided me, and it sucks big time because it was exactly what I needed, and my energy levels have been, I mean, I still have my days where I'm tired and fatigued, but they're less severe and less often. I just, I felt so much better energy wise, and even I felt more positive, and I felt happier. Like my mood changed, just everything changed when I got this job. And yeah, I'm just trying not to cry right now. So, yeah, it sucks. So just pray that I find something similar soon. I mean, it was a really good job in that it was financially feasible. Like, not many families, I don't think many families can afford what this family was paying me. Let's just put it that way. They were paying me more than I've ever got paid at even a full-time nanny job. Yeah. Well, let's put this into perspective. Uh, I was working 25 hours a week, and I was getting paid the same amount per week that I was getting paid when I worked full-time taking care of Kyle. Where with him, I was working from 11:30 until 7 o'clock at night. And I'm making the same now as I did then, and I'm working less hours. So this was good pay. The rate I was getting per hour was even more than I'd get at a daycare center. It was more than I was getting paid per hour at my full-time daycare job. So it's going to be really hard to find something with that kind of pay, I think. Yeah. So that's the problem too, is that like it took me a long time to find a part-time job that paid enough that it was enough to be able to do the part-time hours. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because usually if you work part-time, you get paid a lot less, and we have bills and things, and we're trying to save for a house, and I was planning to go on a trip next year, which I don't know if that'll happen again. I've been trying to go on this trip now for the last 3 years, and every time I have the money saved up, I lose my job, and then I have to use the money to pay bills. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's really frustrating. I was so excited that I was finally going to get to do this trip, and so yeah, it's just I really need your prayers, guys, that I can find something with the same amount of hours, same amount of pay, because any less pay, and it's probably not going to work out very well. We'll be struggling. So, like, it has to be financially feasible too. Anyways, I'm at 15 minutes, way more than I intended to, and yeah. See you guys in the next video.